Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be tackling a misfire issue on the BMW 335i. I got Cole behind the camera, so props to him. We're making this a better production. But with that being said, today we're going to be installing two very simple things to possibly fix your misfire. These are the most common things that go out on these cars next to injectors and injector seals. But these, even if your car isn't misfiring, it's always a good idea to replace these. And if you're running MHD or JB4, anything with higher boost, you should definitely be running step coulter plugs like I have here. These are the NGK step coulter plugs. They are pre-gapped, as we found that out earlier. And these are Delphi coils. These are an OEM style coil that are definitely a lot more quality than the Bosch pencil coils is what they're referred to. They've been discontinued, so we are going to be replacing these with these Delphis, and they're going to be sweet. We're going to throw it all in. Hopefully everything goes well. So let's get right to the engine bay. All right guys, so now that we're in the engine bay here, as you can see, we have already removed our little plastic beauty cover, I guess you would call it. So we're actually exposed to the coils and the cylinder walls, or where the spark plugs actually rest. A few things I've done is pulled off the cowl. You'll have to do that to actually access the whole engine, obviously, because cylinder 6 is way back towards the firewall. So just remove the cowl, cabin air filter, and there's one little thing to unclip. It's really not a big deal. If you guys are curious on how to do that, there's plenty of videos out there on, you know, how that process works, but it's really pretty easy. Another thing I did is if you are running like a dual cone intake setup, I just have this loom and it's sitting on a rag to protect it from damaging the filter. Other than that, we should be good to go and start working on this car. And we've already pulled the coils out, but they're super easy. Okay, so as you can see, we have all of the coils removed aside from this one, so we can show you how this process is done. It's super easy. All you're gonna do is pull up on this, and this little clip is going to release your actual wire for your coil, and you can pull that directly out and that should come out smoothly. And if these guys give you a tough time, you can always stick an extension in here, but these came out rather easy. But like I said, if there's a lot of suction, you can just use an extension, put it through this ring here and pull up, and you should be able to get it out no problem. All right guys, so this is a very nice tool to have, especially with the BMWs. Most German cars, their cylinder walls are very, very small and thin. So you definitely need a thin wall socket like one of these guys. It's a 14 mil, it's very deep. It's actually got plastic, like an insert to actually grab the spark plug when you get it loose, so you don't have to fight it out of there. It's also on a swivel, and it's extended. Super nice tool to have. These are about $20 off FCP Euro. Berger Motorsport makes an magnetic one, but this should do the trick. Like I said, this is about 20 bucks. It's definitely going to be worth it in the end, and definitely going to save you some time. Plus, it's a thin wall, super thin, so you're not going to damage your cylinder walls. All right, guys, we're going to start here on cylinder 1. We're just going to put this socket down in there, and like I said, it's grooved. It literally makes a perfect suction fit, so you know you're not going to strip anything down there, and you can just start cranking these loose. All right guys, so if you do not have an extension with a magnet, sometimes they're a little tough to get out, so what you can use is some needle nose, or if you have a extended one of those stick magnets, you can just run down there and grab. That's ideal. I can't find it, so we are going to do some needle nose, play a little bit of operation here. Just like that, the bastard is out. Now, as you can see, these are the OEM Bosch spark plugs. I don't know when the last time they were changed, but as you can see, you have all this carbon buildup and kind of like soot. And this isn't good. Obviously, this is an indication that you should be changing your spark plugs. Other than that, they're not wet. When your spark plugs are wet, that's normally a sign of leaky injector seals. 5 and 6 cylinder run the hottest, so it's probably more likely that you would see something like that there. But again, this isn't a good looking plug, so it's best that we change it anyways. All right, so as you can see here, these are pre-gapped step coulter plugs by NGK. As you can see, the tips here are a little different, but obviously these are brand new And the idea behind these is just to run these if you're going for a higher boost. NGK makes OEM plugs as well as Bosch. You can replace them with OEM, but if we go over here to these plugs, these are in order from 1 to 6. As you can see, 3 and 4 are really bad, but you can see there's plenty of carbon buildup. Luckily, none of them were wet, so it's a good sign that everything's healthy. These just need to be replaced. Like I said, these are just OEM ones, but we will be upgrading. These don't look too good, so we're gonna go ahead and slap the new ones in the car. All right, so as you can see, we have put the new spark plug, just put it in the socket. It's not gonna fall out. We're gonna put it right in the cylinder, try and line it up. And once you feel that it's seated, you can start cranking on it. All right, so we're just gonna give it a little bit more. Now we're gonna switch over to our torque wrench and give it 17 foot-pounds of torque. All right, so right here we have the Delphi coil for the N54. Go ahead and pop this guy open. Like I said, you definitely, even if you're not, you know, building your car for more power, these are definitely something I think you should invest in. They're just overall better quality. And like I said, BMW discontinued their Bosch plugs because they were so unreliable. So I'm gonna pop this open so we can actually take a look at this. As you can see, it's the same plug, or the same coil, just way better quality. You can see the plastic is even better quality, so stoked to put these in. These are pretty relatively cheap. I would say these are like mid-range coils. Definitely better than OEM, but they're not like Eldor coils, which are way more expensive. But these will definitely do the trick, and you can feel confident that these aren't gonna let you down. All right, so now we're just gonna pop this in here. These are very easy, obviously. This little pointed section goes. I'm gonna just put this down in here. You'll hear it on some of the, like the OEM plugs kind of click into place. These kind of just, you'll feel when they connect. You can see there, it's very firm in there. It's not going anywhere. Now, you take this connector, and get that on there. You just push this and close that up. That is your first coil done. Now just repeat the process in every cylinder, and then we will test, make sure the car's not misfiring before we throw the cover on. All right, so if we did this right, the car's not gonna misfire. Watch it not even get any spark. Holy shit, it's hot as a bitch in here. Oh my God. All right, good news. We did it right. Yep, we're good. I'm gonna shut it off so we can put the cover back on, and we did it good. All right guys, so as you can see, we have successfully replaced our spark plugs with NGK step coulter plugs and some Delphi coils. It's really not that hard of an install. If you are not filming this for YouTube, it's literally probably tops 30 minutes to 45 minutes. As long as you torque your spark plugs and the coils are foolproof, you can't mess those up, it should go smoothly. Especially when you have an extra hand, it just makes things go faster. Shout out to Cole for all the camera work, all the expertise on the wrench. Other than that, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you guys find videos like these helpful, make sure to drop down in the comments below. I will also link the 335i playlist right here or here. I can't remember what side it is, but I'll link the playlist. You guys can check it out if you want to see more on this car. Other than that, that's gonna be it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.